Tyson Fury has been acting weird. He's been acting strange in the run-up to this fight with Alexander Usyk. Now, he's always been an eccentric character. Tyson Fury has always done funny things, at least in the eyes of some people, dressing up as Batman for one of the Klitschko press conferences, so on and so forth. But in the run-up to this Usyk fight, I'd go as far as saying he's been a little out of character. So I watched a clip from the face-off between Alexander Usyk and Tyson Fury that they did with Steve Bunce. And there's a moment in this face-off where Fury repeats something that he said at the press conference. He says, "No man with an earring could ever beat me." A bizarre comment because, of course, having an earring has absolutely no bearing on your fighting ability. So why on earth is Tyson Fury so fixated on this thing? Is he hoping to make Usyk doubt himself? Or is Tyson Fury feeling the pressure to such an extent that he's looking to draw confidence from any little thing? And then there was an interview that Tyson Fury did with Ade from DAZN, and he was explaining why he has continuously come back to boxing after these quote-unquote retirements of his. And Ade said, well, maybe you've decided to come back to boxing because you're the best heavyweight in the world. And Tyson Fury responds by saying, maybe I continue boxing because I'm very stupid. I found that a fascinating comment from Tyson Fury. It's almost as if he is admitting that the end is nigh, or could be, that he's not the fighter he used to be. And rather than bowing out at the top, he's continuing on and allowing for the possibility that somebody beats him. Maybe that's what he means when he says that he's perhaps very stupid for coming out of retirement. And it's interesting that he's saying this stuff in the run-up to the Alexander Usyk fight. I don't recall Tyson Fury saying anything like this before any of his fights in the past. Yeah, again, he said things like, if I can't beat this guy, I should retire, blah, blah, blah. But I don't recall him ever saying, maybe I'm stupid for coming out of retirement. But he's saying it in the run-up to the Usyk fight. It's very clear to me that Tyson Fury is feeling an enormous amount of pressure. I think this is the most under pressure Tyson Fury has ever been in his whole career. More pressure than for the Klitschko fight, more pressure than for the Wilder fights. And I suspect the reason for that is largely because Tyson Fury knows that physically he's not the same fighter that he was a few years ago. If he was still in his physical prime, I don't think he'd be talking like this. And I don't think he would be feeling the pressure to the same extent. But I suspect Fury knows he's not the same guy he was when he fought Klitschko, when he fought Wilder, especially the second time. And so now I think doubts are creeping in to Tyson Fury's mind, wondering whether he can raise his game to the same level he did a few years ago against this guy Usyk, who stays in shape. He's not a guy who's abused his body like Tyson Fury has. You've never seen Usyk overweight. And I expect this strange behavior of Tyson Fury, we're going to see more of it, I think, before this Usyk fight. Some people are doubting the fight even goes ahead. I think the fight will go ahead. I don't think Tyson Fury could ever live it down if he pulled out at this stage with less than a month to go. He's been backed into a corner. He has to go through with it now. And he's been paid a boatload of money. So as much as he might be apprehensive, he obviously doesn't want to lose his unbeaten record. The amount of criticism he was getting from the fans and even from sections of the media after avoiding Usyk for the best part of 2 years was getting to him. And I think when he saw Usyk on the floor against Daniel Dubois and he saw the check that the Saudis were willing to pay him to fight Usyk in his, not next fight, but after the Ngannou fight, I think that pushed Fury over the edge to bite the bullet and say, okay, let's do it. But as I've said in previous videos, I think Fury still resents the fact that he's been pressured into taking this fight. Even though he's making a boatload of money, I think ideally he would have kicked the can down the road much further than this and maybe hoped that Usyk had got beat by somebody else or had a few more damaging fights before Fury stepped in and faced him. But Fury is a man, he's shown in the past, who performs in these high-pressure situations. He may not find it comfortable. He may not like it, but it brings the best out of him. Now, I'm not expecting Fury to put on the best performance of his career against Usyk. I don't think he's physically capable of that now. But it'll be the best performance that a 35-year-old Fury is capable of. Much better than we saw against Francis Ngannou. Now, obviously, at least from my perspective, it's obvious he's gone up against a much better fighter in Alexander Usyk than was the case when he fought Ngannou. Much more skilled fighter, much more accomplished fighter, faster, better foot speed, better defense, better hand speed. So as much as Fury might perform better than he did against Ngannou, that doesn't necessarily mean he's going to win. Anyway, just some thoughts on Fury's behavior, some of the stuff he's been saying. Give me your take on it in the comment section below.